Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeff Kositsky. I'm the director of the Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing, and it's so wonderful to see everybody here at the grand opening of this family access point. Let me start the program by introducing the director of Catholic Charities here in San Francisco, Homelessness.
Thank you all, and thank you, Jeff, for your presence and your introduction, and thank you, Mayor Breed, for your presence and your endorsement of our program. I am honored to be here with you today, to be present and in just with heart at this very special occasion. Catholic Charities, although we've been serving the population in the Bay Area for over 100 years, 116 years, this is one of the third programs, one of three programs in the mission. We have 35 programs, but this is just one of three. And we have been very, very blessed that we have funding now to open this site. The Mission Access Point, the Mission Center is really what it is. Involves immigration services as well as homelessness prevention. And again, if it were not for the city of San Francisco who gave us the seed money to start this program, we wouldn't be here. So I am very, very grateful to the city of San Francisco. Our sustainable plan, however, is to seek more funding so that this program can grow. Providing homelessness prevention services to this greater community is in such a big need. As you know, we are seeing the numbers of homelessness increase, right? Our brothers and sisters are suffering every day on the streets, and there are many who are not even counted. There are families living in their home, up to 20 people in a very small space, who are often not even counted. I would suggest to you that we have to work together along with the city and other nonprofits in our community and our business community, those private sector communities, to come together and solve the problem. None of us can do it alone. Again, I'm grateful to the mayor because I know that she's committed to helping us to solve this critical problem. Bless you all for being here. We serve everyone. I want to make sure everyone knows that. We don't discriminate based on race, gender, sexual orientation, or faith, or anything else. Catholic Charities is here for everyone. It's a safe space, and we will always be a safe space. 116 years in San Francisco, and in the greater area, 153 from Marin over to San Francisco. We expect to be here for another 150 years plus. So again, I'm grateful for your presence, your endorsement, your support, and Mayor Breed, please honor us with your words.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to start by thanking Catholic Charities for their 150 years of work in serving the community, but more importantly, their willingness to step up and manage this incredible center that is going to be an incredible resource for not only, sadly, some of our homeless families who are struggling on our streets, but also our immigrant community with the services that will be provided. As we sadly know, we have a president who every single day is attacking our immigrant community, and here in San Francisco, despite the attacks and despite the threats that come our way, we will continue to stand strong and provide resources and support to our immigrant community, which are people who are San Franciscans, because sadly, we are under attack as a city, and we will continue to do what's necessary to move our city forward, which will include all San Franciscans. Part of doing that is having a coordinated entry system in order to help our families grow and thrive. And here at Catholic Charities, this is one of 5 locations that provides a place that people who are experiencing homelessness can come in order to be entered into a system so that we can help people get into shelter or get into permanent housing. Already, and I think Jeff Kaczynski, who is running this Department of Homelessness for the city, can talk to you about the numbers and how amazing this coordinated entry system has been in terms of, identifying individuals, tracking individuals, and transitioning people into permanent housing. And I'm excited about what we've been able to do, because I know that you hear a lot about the numbers and what's going on and why isn't San Francisco doing enough to address this issue. And the fact is, San Francisco is doing a lot. to help house people, to help get them on the right path. And one of the statistics that you may not hear often enough is we house about 50 people a week, and right behind those 50 people, there are another 65 people to take their place. And so we know there's a problem in the entire state of California with homelessness. About 24% of the homeless population that exists in the state, in the United States is here in the state of California. And so I'm excited about working on regional solutions for the purpose of addressing this problem. San Francisco can't do it alone, but we are lucky that we have incredible partners who are willing to step up to the plate, and they are still hiring for this location, looking for great dedicated people to help facilitate this process, to serve the community. In fact, thank you for your service in working with one of the clients who is here is actually now working with the homeless population and is housed herself. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Michelle.
Michelle, thank you. You know, and Michelle, in fact, was a client, is actually working with the homeless population and is now housed herself. And so this is what success looks like, is having a coordinated system, working together, providing the right resources, providing shelters, providing housing, getting rid of the bureaucratic red tape which prevents us from building housing in the first place. So I am looking forward to collaborations with, you know, all the 9 Bay Area counties to address this challenge. Our new governor, Gavin Newsom, who was former mayor of San Francisco, on ways in which access points can not only exist in San Francisco, but also throughout the Bay Area. We have got to build those partnerships so that we can help make sure that people are housed, but especially families, people with children. That's going to be extremely important to move our city forward. So I'm happy to be at Mission Access Point, where we will be open and available and working with the community. And I want to thank Jeff Kaczynski and Catholic Charities and all the people who are actively engaged in helping us making this place a success for our homeless families as well as our immigrant population. And thank you all so much for being here today. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the supervisor who represents this district, Hillary Ronan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Mayor. It's a very, very exciting day in the Mission District. As you all know, the Mission District is one of the neighborhoods in the city where there are more homeless people living on the streets and in their cars in this neighborhood than anywhere else. It's one of the hard-hit neighborhoods. And to finally have an access point right here in the heart of the Mission is so incredibly meaningful, and it is going to make a big difference in the lives of so many people. I also want to say that Catholic Charities, being the organization housing this important program, is also, you know, I don't know if it's luck. It's hard to say luck when there's so much hard work involved, but this is an organization that the Mission community trusts. And the Mission community trusts this organization because Catholic Charities has been doing the hard work in neighborhoods for decades. It is known as a safe place to come where the services will be linguistically and culturally sensitive, where they understand the intersection between several challenges, whether it's someone who's homeless and might be undocumented, might not be an English language speaker. Catholic Charity knows how to work with this population, make them feel heard, invested, involved, and loved. And that's why I am particularly excited today. So thank you, Hamila. Thank you so much for doing this important work, and to all of the staff, thank you so much. And I also just want to say that thank you to both the mayor and to Jeff Kaczynski for creating this coordinated system. Finally, in San Francisco, we're not reinventing the wheel every single time that we interact with an individual, and that is going to make the services that we provide so much more effective and meaningful, because we'll know what's been tried before, what did work, what didn't work, and be able to engage. And then finally, as the home to, one navigation center and one that's very close by, to the shelter Santa Maria and Santa Marta, and then to a new overnight program, first of its kind, that's starting at Buena Vista Horace Mann School for the students themselves that are experiencing housing insecurity or homelessness, knowing that they're going to be able to work in conjunction with the school, with the principal, with the social workers at the school, and those families, and get them housed as quickly as possible, because we know that it's criminal for over 2,000 students in our public school system to be homeless, that we have to fix that yesterday. And we know that this coordination between the overnight program at Buena Vista Horace Mann and Catholic Charities running the access point here in the Mission, that we're going to be able to do that. So congratulations and thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Breed, and thank you, Supervisor Ronan. I was going to do introductions of both of our speakers, so I'll do this sort of backwards and just thank Mayor Breed for her leadership on supporting coordinated entry, which is really revolutionizing the way that we address homelessness here in San Francisco. We're going to be able to help more people more effectively and eliminate waiting lists and really direct people towards services and resources that will help them move beyond homelessness or prevent them from becoming homeless in the first place. And Mayor Breed's been a really incredible champion of this, and we're very grateful to her leadership. And also wanted to acknowledge Supervisor Ronan has been very instrumental in bringing resources, especially to the entire city, but especially into the Mission District, helping raise $10 million at the state level to open up 2 new navigation centers. And more importantly than that, saying yes to navigation centers in her district, working with her constituents to help them support bringing services like the access point or navigation centers into her district. So thank you very much for your leadership, and of course to Hilma and everybody at Catholic Charities who do such amazing work every day. Now it's my pleasure to introduce another part of the Catholic Charities family, Ellen Hammerly. Ellen Hammerly, who has a few words for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. I'm Dr. Ellen Hammerly. I'm the Senior Division Director for Catholic Charities, so I oversee 35 programs. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone and open this site. It has been a work of beauty and pleasure to finally have us open. I do want to thank Hilma, our CEO, but also all the staff who I work with day in and day out, who are dedicated to serve our clients in the best way possible. We are an accredited organization, so our standard of care follows best practices, and we are truly blessed with being able to provide the best services and the highest quality care for our clients. So I also want to say thanks to all the staff that we're pleased to share a moment with you. This moment focuses us on hope and the tangible ways we can actively help our vulnerable neighbors thrive with dignity and self-determination. With the city and all of our other collaborative partners, we are focused on problem solving the problem of homelessness, and ending cycles of homelessness forever. That's our goal at Catholic Charities. We use problem solving in our coordinated entry systems in order to end homelessness. We engage everyone in a very equitable, community-based, solution-oriented practice where we acknowledge and give people opportunity to stand up, to walk on their own, to be empowered to use our tools so that they can find their way in their lives, support their own children to thrive. I am honored today to introduce a client who we have served through our Bayview Access Point site and our SF Home Homelessness Prevention Program. Our sister program in the Bayview has been open for a year now, which is really exciting, and hopefully we'll have a birthday celebration there sometime soon. And does the same work. We do outreach in the communities, so we go out in vans and find families that need our help and bring them in to do the problem solving and the coordinated entry care. So the client who's here today, I think you've already seen her, Michelle English. She's a Catholic Charities client who, with the guidance of our staff and the services at our Bayview Access Point and SF Home programs, was able to prevent homelessness, find stability, rebuild her life, and remain with her beloved 8-year-old daughter, Samira. Did I get that right? Samaya. I knew I'd do that, sorry. With the stability of a home and a job now, she plans to become a sign language interpreter and pay it forward. Please congratulate her and welcome her.
Hey, how's everybody? First and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys, okay? Everybody, and Jesus and squad, I love you guys so much, because without the consistency of it all, then I don't feel like I would have accomplished everything. Access Point in Bayview, people get discouraged because of the neighborhood and so on and so forth, and it's not what it's cracked up to be. The people inside are very welcoming and loving. Like, you feel welcome. And from the time that I've been there and the time that lady's been assigned to my my case, it's been nothing but just greatness. When I felt like giving up in regards of trying to find somewhere to live, they continue to keep pushing. You know, I did some footwork, but I owe them everything, because they did majority of the footwork. And I really don't know what else to say, but that it's a blessing. And if we can keep utilizing the things that are out there and just put our pride to the side and know that you can reach out for help, because I'm very big on pride. I was working at a homeless shelter for the whole time I was homeless, you know, and I was just like, you know, I didn't want to step out on myself and just, you know, go ask for help. But I asked for help and I received it, and it's a blessing. Now I'm able to walk into my home with my baby, and she's so happy, and I'm just thankful. Just thankful.
Great. Thank you all very much for joining us today. I believe there's some refreshments in the room over here. Thank you again.